divorce, and their marriage was never about love.
And Justin and Hailey are about to be divorced. Alpha, welcome back to New York. How are you? Well, grab some popcorn. For the aftermonths of conjecture and whispered rumors, the truth about Justin and Hailey Bieber's marriage is finally out in the open. And the Hollywood romance that we have all been watching like hawks has finally reached its breaking point. It comes from none other than Kendall Jenner, Hailey's closest confidant. But before we begin, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe so that you don't miss any future ones. It is cost-free and greatly aids in bringing out fresh material for your pleasure. Let's face it, we've all seen the clues. Separate public appearances, mysterious Instagram stories, and those dubious manufactured paparazzi photos that made it seem like everything was alright when it wasn't. The power couple has apparently been leading separate lives behind closed doors while attempting to preserve their picture-perfect social media persona for months. You know how they say, when usually there is fire, smoke, and honey. Despite their best efforts to maintain appearances with well-coordinated PR operations and savvy social media posts, this problem has been simmering for a long. Sources close to the real kicker is that their inner circle can no longer remain silent as friends and insiders begin to speak out about the pair, who have been subtly fueling the rumor mill with stories of mounting stress and irreparable disagreements, portraying a very different image from the romantic couple we've been seeing on Instagram. And now Kendall Jenner, Hailey's ride or die closest friend since their modeling days, has finally spoken up about what's actually happening. It's important to note that, despite the expertly edited pictures and high-end clothing, this isn't simply another tabloid rumor or social media conjecture. With someone as familiar with the issue as Kendall begins to speak, you can be sure that something is going on. Seems sincere, considering that she has witnessed the entire flurry of romance, the unexpected engagement, and now, seemingly, the dissolution of what seemed to be a dream marriage. Let's hear what Kendall had to say about one of Hollywood's most discussed couples divorcing. But believe me, that's not the tale Justin and Hailey have been trying to tell us. Rumor has it that things aren't exactly going well in the Bieber household. And this opportunity that during a glamorous Hollywood party last week, Kendall Jenner reportedly revealed some significant information regarding her best friend Hailey's marital status. And let's just say that the rumors are coming from someone who is genuinely aware of what's happening. You know how it goes at these upscale industry gatherings, so it doesn't look good. Even the most reserved celebrities become more forthcoming after drinking, and that's exactly what happened when Kendall was talking to her inner circle. Several partygoers overheard the chat without realizing that others were there, and fortunately for Small Mercy, no one pulled out their phone to capture it. The story has been circulating since then. We've all noticed that something has been strange in Tinseltown lately. For example, remember when Justin and Hailey were virtually a couple? Now we're lucky if we see them out for coffee together because their social media game has altered as well. The passionate comments and romantic posts are no longer there. Now we're receiving business updates and solo images that don't exactly shop happily ever after. The truly fascinating part comes when you start seeing connections between things. According to rumors, Kendall explained that their recent public appearances have been giving off strong "we're trying too hard" feelings. And let's not even talk about their physique. English in those paparazzi photographs on his Instagram post, one user wrote on X, Justin Bieber had a mental breakdown. The elephant in the room is that these two lovers haven't been giving us those adorable couple moments we've been accustomed to lately. Sure, everyone claimed pregnancy as an excuse for their separation, but let's face it, when did having a baby mean you can't navigate the actual eye-opener was that church situation in March. As you may know, Justin's spiritual side is essentially his thing, but when he started going to church alone, he started to show up and disappear. People really began to raise their eyebrows when Hailey and her group sneaked out the back alone. We're avoiding each other while attempting to keep the vibe low-key. And let's not even talk about that February 2025 Instagram story about someone unfollowing their spouse by mistake. We all know that Finger has to push the unfollow button very purposefully, and Justin hit the follow button again more quickly than you can save damage control. His PR team most likely had a collective heart attack over those few hours when people saw. But the internet never forgets, honey. The problem is that when you put all these pieces together, the social media platform separates. Drama in the media remember when these two couldn't stop. The couple's diminishing appearances are beginning to create a very clear picture, and it's not exactly the romantic masterpiece they've been trying to sell us all along. We're lucky if they even mention each other's names in interviews these days, but that March interview was the one that truly had folks talking when Hailey used the "my child's father" card instead of saying "my husband" is a subtle jab that, in my opinion, says a lot. However, this is where things start to get interesting since, back in January, Papa Baldwin himself pressed the panic button on social media when you're on. You know something's going on when your father-in-law publicly begs for divine intervention. That Instagram post requesting prayers wasn't just any wonderful post. It was essentially a spiritual sublex. Now let's talk about those murmurs from Kendall's The Corner. As we all know, Justin has been extremely transparent about his mental health journey in the past, but there seems to be more to this tale than just growing apart. Word has it that he has been going through some severe personal struggles in the past year. Say that things have been going very badly lately. When you think about it, it's truly quite terrible because sometimes no amount of love in the world can make up for what's happening within. It turns out that he's also incredibly torn up over the one fan said on X that Hailey Bieber needs to divorce Justin and be the full custodian over their son. Justin is edging a crash out like we have never seen before, or it's about him that Jelena released an entire album. He is promoting new music in this bizarre way. The unfortunate thing is that this is about actual people, not just two celebrities going through a difficult time, therefore I'm not going with the latter. Battling actual problems. When Kendall allegedly revealed Justin's difficulties, it wasn't so much rumor as sincere worry from someone who had seen the entire situation play out from the inside. According to reports, Hailey has reached her breaking point, and it's really not her fault because she has a 5-month-old to consider at this time, and Justin's actions don't exactly make her feel like the father of the year. Merely considering leaving, she has her sights set on the $300 million prize as well. I know that having a child in Hollywood is expensive, but this is where things get really crazy since it turns out that Justin has more serious issues than really his marriage is disintegrating. He is extremely frightened by the entire Dottie situation, as if he were experiencing severe anxiety over maybe having to reveal the truth in court. Let's face it, nobody wants to be involved in that mess, particularly when you're attempting to prevent your own life from falling apart due to the reported difficulties of the new baby Justin and the impending legal turmoil. It's beginning to sound less like paradise and more like an episode of it. Since everyone was celebrating Justin's sober journey a while back, 2025 might be the year that the Bieber fairy tale ends. A reality show gone awry and Hailey reportedly ready to call it quits, but those Aspen photographs are major red flags. And let's not even talk about that weird "let's hang out in the snow half-naked" session. Apparently, the train has jumped the tracks and Hailey is witnessing her worst nightmares come true in real time. We've all seen the new photos from New York, and let's face it, our guy doesn't look his finest. The word gaunt doesn't even begin to describe it, and the whole Instagram issue is giving us major 2014 Justin vibes, and not in a good way. Please, no one is buying the 2025 version of my dog eating my schoolwork that was used to hijack my account. The most tragic aspect, Justin, is that Hailey has been going through this ordeal for 6 years straight while attempting to be the encouraging. The stakes are completely different now that baby Jack is in the picture. She has a tiny human to defend, and Mama Bear mode is in full force. According to sources, she has essentially drawn a line in the sand, her wife through all his ups and downs. When your husband's mental health is deteriorating and he posts troubling things on social media, can we blame her, or does Justin get it together? Sometimes love is insufficient, particularly when a child is 5 months old. Infant in the picture, everyone is hoping Justin applies the brakes before it's too late. But based on what we're hearing, Hailey has already left, and her top priority is Crystal. It's like witnessing a slow motion car crash, evident now that little Jack is in danger. What do you think? Leave a comment below and let us know if you like it. Click the subscribe button to watch this video. Then press the bell symbol to enter first. Watch my next video, where I share updates such as each week, where I discover your favorite celeb secret.